Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Leisha, artist name Leisha Liz, and we are continuing my little series of Can Chat GPT describe my song? So I've done the first two. I only have six songs out at the moment. I am currently working on releasing a new project that's totally different from the songs that I already have out. But I just thought it would be fun to go back and check this out because, yeah, I explained it in the first video, but yeah, we're gonna move on to my song, I Hate the System. So I still have the old Chat GPT session out. So what I've been doing is asking it what the song means, and if I don't get much, which has happened the first two times, I put in the lyrics. So, can you describe Leisha's song, I Hate the System? Okay, I think I need to re-log in. Finally logged in, had to re-log in. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to put in the lyrics again, which is fine. I have them ready this time. Okay, here we go. Song analysis. Theme and meaning. Theme and meaning. I Hate the System is a raw and emotionally charged protest against institutional control, particularly in relation to mental health conformity and societal expectations. The lyrics voice frustration with being silenced, medicated, and emotionally dismissed by a system that claims to care but only offers superficial solutions. I would say that's mostly fair. I mean, I guess the song itself, yes. My personal beliefs, mostly fair. I feel like there's a lot of people that have a lot of good luck in the mental health system, and I'm really grateful that those people have that, but I'm not, for the most part, for like the majority of my mental health system journey, I have not been successful in that. So, I mean, I'm doing better now, but I also know, of other people who have not been taken seriously, or just, yeah, it's not always good, but it's getting better. But yeah, that's definitely probably a good breakdown. Verse breakdown. Verse 1 reveals vulnerability and self-awareness, with the speaker needing space to prioritize mental health. There's a conflict between personal survival and external pressure. What even are my lyrics? I don't even remember. Verse, let's read the verse first. We'll go from there. Verse 1, would you forgive me if I left you by yourself to get myself together for the sake of my mental health? Because I swear this time I don't know what to do. Because I need something more than this to get me through. Okay, so yeah, a conflict between personal survival and external pressure. I feel like a lot of us feel the pressure because obviously we're always around people, but at some point you need to find your own peace and sacrifice the pressures. Not that that should be a sacrifice. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, verse 2. I'm gonna read the verse first. Would you forgive me if I decide to change, ignore everyone, and be what's called insane? Because I can't go on being quiet and contained, because I want to be free from all these chains. So verse 2, according to Chat GPT, takes a more defiant turn, rejecting social norms that label individuality as insanity and expressing a strong desire for freedom and authenticity. Yeah, I mean, I say, would you forgive me if I decide to change, ignore everyone, and be what's called insane? Because I feel like a lot of times what people say is wrong, or what makes you have a mental illness. I feel like there were some things, I can't think of a specific example, but some things are just considered crazy or insane or wrong or bad, but in reality they're kind of normal human thoughts or normal human emotions. And obviously that's not everything. Obviously there are abnormal or not really healthy thoughts that are linked to mental illness, but I feel especially in the past, not as much now, but I feel like we're getting better at labeling things better. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I don't know. I feel like for the longest time normal. There wasn't a lot of wiggle room for, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. So I guess let's just move on. Chorus. So the chorus is, I hate the system for messing with my head. Feed me medication to numb me till I'm dead. I'm so sick of the white lies, the white noise. I feel I don't have a choice, have a voice, have a choice. Pushing me through an endless void, depriving me of any joy. So Chat GPT says, a cathartic anthemic cry. I've never heard anthem being a word like that, anthemic. Cry against societal structures. Lines like feed me medication to numb me till I'm dead suggest over medication as a form of control rather than healing. I don't know if I meant it that way. I honestly don't know what I originally intended with that line, but I feel like it's more like, instead of really getting to the root of the problem or really helping, it's just like, here's medication. And I don't think it's from a place of control. I think it's from a place of certain people in the medical field are just like, well, if I give them meds, then they're gonna have to get another appointment, then they're gonna have to come back, and then I'm just gonna complete that, keep going with that cycle. And then there are obviously people who actually care. And for me personally, I feel like medication should be paired with therapy, or you should be definitely talking to whoever's prescribing it to you, and it shouldn't just be like a little conversation, you know what I mean? Which I guess my current medication that I am on, I got prescribed by my regular doctor and we didn't have a big conversation about it. But I feel like at this point, because of all of my experience with medication and experience with figuring out my own mental health issues and working through them, I kind of have a better idea of what I personally need. Not that I'm a doctor, but yeah. And I've been doing a lot better being on my anxiety medication. So I don't think it was over medication as a form of control. I think it was more of just like, some doctors, and not all doctors, are really just quick to prescribe, and that's not always the answer, or it's more likely only some of the answer, or not even the answer. Some medication doesn't work for people. So yeah, the speaker feels voiceless and trapped, forced through a system that kills joy and identity. I feel like it's kind of like restating my lyrics a little bit, but yeah, I feel like when you're struggling with something mental health wise, and the mental health system is supposed to be the thing that helps, and it doesn't, then yeah, it really sucks. So, bridge. The repetition in the bridge amplifies the sense of desperation and systemic oppression. Words like kick me down, condemn me, and dismiss me emphasize the emotional and psychological violence experienced. I'll give you my two examples of, obviously these are aggressive, kick me down, condemn me, dismiss me, but not necessarily. Some people definitely don't get great. I just read ahead and I'm so excited to read it. But anyways, I'll give you my two examples of my not getting really great experience with the mental health system. The first one is, I was struggling really badly with depression, and I was on an antidepressant prescribed by my regular doctor, I believe, and I went to a psychologist or psychiatrist, whichever one prescribes you medication. I always forget which one it is. And they put me on an anxiety med. So I was taking a antidepressant and an anxiety med, and they met with me 2 times, probably between the two a total of 30 minutes total. And they diagnosed me with bipolar 2 and gave me a bipolar 2 medication. So they wanted me to be on 3 different medications that affect my brain. And I was under 25, so my brain wasn't even fully developed yet. And I never took the bipolar 2 medication, and I never took that diagnosis too seriously, because they barely talked to me and gave me this little quiz that you can take online. So it was just kind of like, oh, here's medication, here's medication, here's medication. And I eventually went off of the anxiety one as well and was just on the antidepressant, but it just kind of, that's really where probably where the feed me medication to numb me till I'm dead line comes from, because it's just like, here's all this medication. And then the other example, which I guess I won't go into detail, but I've had 2 therapists ghost me, so that's fun. Yeah, my cat just jumped up here. Okay, musical imagery, hypothetical. Music, okay, going back to Chat GPT. Musical imagery, hypothetical. While I don't have the audio, I wonder if I can put in the audio. Based on the lyrics, the song likely blends emo pop, alternative rock, or indie pop vibes. Perhaps with a moody instrumental buildup, reflective verses leading into a heavy, impassioned chorus. Think Avril Lavigne. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I love Avril Lavigne. Billie Eilish or early Paramore influences with sharp vocal delivery and a melancholic atmosphere. I love that. I kind of wish, I'm not interested in doing it, but I kind of want at some point to re-record these songs, because I was so new to doing it, so I didn't know everything, and my voice has improved so much. Yeah, so let's keep reading. Overall vibe, defiant, emotional, cathartic. It speaks to anyone who has felt dehumanized by societal systems or gaslit into doubting their own feelings. It's both a personal outcry and a broader societal critique. Let me see if I can pull it up on YouTube and give them that. And maybe it'll give me like a music analysis. Okay, I put in this, and it has a couple of different things. Over-medication and gaslighting. The chorus decries a common societal mechanism prescribing numbing pills instead of listening. It vividly portrays how systemic solutions can strip a person of voice and joy. Let's see. Okay, musical and vocal style. Vocals. Leisha's voice strikes a balance between tenderness and defiance. Intimate in verses, powerful in choruses. Thank you. Instrumentation. Production layers ambient synths with subtle percussion, giving the chorus an anthemic, am I even saying that right? Atmospheric lift. Dynamic. Soft, contemplative verses crescendo into emotionally charged choruses with clean vocal delivery. Thank you. And taut melodic restraint. Interesting. Emotional impact. The song offers catharsis for those who felt silenced or coerced by institutions, whether through forced medication, dismissive labels, or societal pressure. It juxtaposes, am I saying that right? Despair and hope, starting from vulnerability, building to angry resistance, and ultimately insisting on the right to be heard and free. Conclusion. I Hate the System is a powerful indie anthem blending emotional honesty with social critique. It has the emotional resonance of artists like Billie Eilish and Phoebe Bridgers. I always want to say Phoebe because when I was little there was a character in a book with that name and it has an O in it, so I always thought it was Phoebe. Anyways, it has the emotional resonance of artists like Billie Eilish and Phoebe Bridgers, but with a sharper focus on societal structures rather than just internal feelings. Leisha stands out as a voice for those fighting internal and external oppression. Oh, it would do a line-by-line breakdown. I feel like it would just kind of like reword it at that point, so I think we're gonna stop there. But yeah, that's really interesting. See, I love doing this because it gives me compliments. But I do know that like vocally I could do a lot better now, but it was definitely a good experience to do that, and I still stand by the lyrics and I still like the song. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. So I will be doing the next song, the last song in my first EP, and we'll be doing the title track, I Sin Differently. So stay tuned for that. I will link the other ones down below. I'm probably gonna put it into a little playlist, and then yeah, so we have 3 songs left after this until I release new music, obviously, and then we'll add to the series. But if you have any other ideas for other videos, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna be working on release stuff in between. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.